The Buccaneers Season 2 has been quite consistent, with the first 3 episodes striking a healthy balance between heartbreak, romance, family, and friendship that enabled Season 1 succeed. Unfortunately, Episode 4 suffers from excessive self-sabotage by the characters. Unlike the Buccaneers' second episode of the season, which had a significant time leap, this one begins immediately after Nan escapes Tintagel and follows her reunion with Guy and Ginny in Italy. With Nan gone, Theo and Lizzie get together, despite her engagement to Hector. After Theo forces his mother to leave the palace, Reed pays her a visit, and we discover more about their relationship. Blanche has established herself as one of the Buccaneers Season 2 star characters, and her scenes with Reed continue that trend in this episode. Not only do their chats shed insight on Blanche's history, but they also allow the show to go deeper into a more tragic love tale than it has previously. It serves as an excellent contrast to Nan's relationship with Guy, particularly her decision in this episode, as Blanche wonders whether she and Reed would have been happy or if the fantasy was what made the connection so enticing. Blanche and Reed's scenes also highlight how relatively rare it is to see romantic relationships between older characters portrayed on TV. With so much of the Buccaneers' focus put on the younger generation, Blanche and Reed provide a welcome maturity in this episode. When I imagined Nan and Guy's reunion, I expected it to be a happy occasion for both characters. While the program leans on the romanticism and delight of it in certain ways, such as the two crashing a wedding together, there is also a lot of awkwardness when Nan initially arrives and sees how successfully Ginny and Guy have acclimated to their new life together. This is realistic, because Nan could not have wanted them to be unhappy, but it deprives Guy and Nan, who are supposed to be the Buccaneers' most romantic couple, of that great, fully ecstatic reunion. Guy and Nan scenes take place very close to where James has just found Ginny, and the gloom of that storyline can't help but bleed into Nan and Guy's, with Paloma seeing them together bringing it all down to earth. The reunion is also hampered by its brief duration, and I must admit that Nan's decision to depart so swiftly perplexes me. Part of the problem is that the show hasn't done an adequate job of describing the bill Nan is working on with Hector and how it would benefit Ginny. Nan's decision is even more difficult to accept because the specifics are so hazy, especially given how fast she arrived in Italy. Lizzie is another character whose choices are difficult to explain in this episode, as she and Theo succumb to their affections for each other at a garden party. Similar to Nan's decision to return to Tintagel, part of the problem is the rapidity with which the decision is taken. So far, the program hasn't done enough to make me believe in Lizzie and Theo as a pair, despite the fact that she and Hector have great chemistry and he appears to genuinely care about her. There is an obvious effort to frame Lizzie and Theo as one of the show's great love tales, experiencing similar challenges to Guy and Nan, but it's difficult to pull for them so far. Despite their propensity for self-destruction, the Buccaneers' personalities in Season 1 were frequently more entertaining to watch than annoying. Even when they acted badly, their choices were understandable, always with a winningly youthful flair, and made in the sake of happiness, real love, or both. This episode isn't particularly entertaining to watch because some of the characters feel like they're purposefully ruining their own happiness by always taking the most difficult route. Please, don't forget to subscribe.